you for joining. So I'll go ahead and get started. Let me know if you want to be selected to participate today. I'm selecting people from the audience to do a reading. Just to let you know, I am Day Lavender. I have the ability to see the entities or negative energy that is affecting people in their lives. For example, if they have trouble bringing in love or money or opportunities, I have the ability to see what exactly is blocking that person and preventing that person from bringing that into their life. So to give you a little bit of a backstory, the first time I realized I had that ability was when I performed my first exorcism, which was 7 years ago, on my uncle. Essentially, I wanted to help my family out and then just let them and do like tarot readings. It was the first time I ever did tarot readings. I picked up my first tarot deck and was able to see the entities or negative energy that was affecting my family members. And with my uncle specifically, it was fear. So the spirit of fear is what had a hold onto his life and prevented him from keeping a job, bringing money into his life, for keeping a love relationship. So once I identified that it was fear, I just found a cutesy little spell online because I was a baby to it all. I did not know how to do these things 7 years ago. So once I realized it was fear, I found a little bit of a ritual online to get rid of fear. And once I did that, his body started shaking. His eyes was rolling back, the whole nine. It's not really like it is in the movies. Essentially, it wasn't like he was crawling up the wall or on the ceiling. It's just that fear had a serious grip on him. And it didn't let him go until I was able to say, okay, let's burn that ritual that you wrote down. Because I told him to write down his fears and to recite something. Once I burned the paper, it let go of him. So I've noticed that in African American hoodoo in the South, a lot of people will say that was a haint. A haint, took hold of him. After that happened to me, I traveled to South Africa, Johannesburg, South Africa, just to learn more about just ancestors and spirit possession and ancestor possession. Like, I wanted to learn more about that. So I did my travels and I learned that spirit possession or ancestor possession is very common. And in my uncle's case, because he had that fear stayed with him for so long, because he is, I would say, in his early or mid 40s. He's had fear sit on him for so long. And that's why I tell people that once you have those low vibrational feelings of fear, worry, self-doubt, if you allow it to sit on you long enough, it will attract entities. Entities are just people who've died. When we pass on, we keep that energy with us if we have not dealt with it in the living world. So if we have guilt, worry, or whatever it is, and we die, we sometimes don't even choose to cross over. We will just walk the earth carrying that with us. And in my uncle's case, that entity, saw him and felt familiar. And that's why I tell people, don't let that control your life. Don't let that sit on you for years, because it can attract entities. And that's when I did my travels to South Africa, when I learned more about Ifa and African American Southern Hoodoo. That's when I realized, okay, spirit possession is pretty common. Ancestors will jump your body. So it's not like how it is in the Hollywood movies where it's all doom and gloom and scary. It's not like that at all. And also I learned about the Oshun festival. Devotees of Oshun and followers of Oshun will go to her festival in Nigeria, and sometimes Oshun will just jump their body. So it's very common. If you're open conduit, it is very common for it to hit your body. So just learning about that is really interesting to me. And I would love to just, in the future, to continue my travels, to learn more, to be more educated on this subject, because this comes so naturally to me. Being able to see and identify what it is that, has a hold on people, because everything has a spirit of money, spirit of fear, spirit of worry, spirit of anxiety. Everything has a spirit. So it's up to us to either, when it comes to fear, to make sure it doesn't take hold, and with the spirit of money, be able to call it in. So everything has a spirit. So I always tell people, make sure you're clear, make sure you're identifying what it is, inside you. So you can, take control. Because the last thing you want to be is not in the driver's seat of your own life. So, oops. Make sure I didn't. Okay, I'll make sure I didn't overlook anybody's message. So yeah. So yep. So if anybody would like to participate, just let me know. And I can bring somebody up. Essentially just not bring them up because I don't know how to do that. But if anybody would like to, so for example, okay, so let me be clear. So if anybody feels as though they're having trouble manifesting, bringing in money, love, opportunities, just let me know. What is it that you feel that you're having trouble bringing into your life? And I have the ability to see what exactly it is blocking your path forward. And then, yeah, I'm just making sure I did not overlook anybody. Let's see. So, yep, if anybody's interested in participating, just say me in the chat. Or you have the ability to, if you want to be more private, you can text your first or last name to that text, that number right there above me. If you would like to be more private about, let's see, oops. If you want to be more private, if you like more privacy. So my thing I like to use the cards, the oracle cards, but I also use the bones. I can read bones. Something I found out on my journey. And I got this incense from a small business owner. Looks like it's homemade incense. Okay, it does burn. Go ahead and cleanse the items real quick. Cleanse the cards. It doesn't burn for too long, but it does smell good. I'll give them that. Yep, I see me. Okay. Yep, user 969. So yeah, would you like to, so it's up to you if you like to say your name in the text, text me your first and last name, or essentially if you don't want to do that, you can just put in the chat, what do you feel like it's, what exactly do you feel is hard to bring into your life? What are you having difficulty bringing into your life? You can put that in the chat. Or, and then while you go ahead and think about that, or if you don't know what it is, you can just say, hey, listen, just open roads. Like, you just want to know your purpose, what's blocking you from just moving forward. My career. Okay, no problem. So I just cleansed everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started right now for your career. For my career, open roads as well. Okay, no. My career, open roads as well. Okay, no problem. There we go. Okay, I hope I didn't pause it. Okay, no problem. We can start now. Spirit, you know who this person is. They're having trouble. Okay, let us begin. Let's see, Spirit. Let this person know what is the theme. Of this reading. What is it exactly that they have? Oh, this has a hole in it. Let me know if you're able to see that. If not, I can go ahead and read it for you. Oh, your name is my name. Oh, sorry, I just realized you hit the comments. Okay, and someone I'm thinking about. My name is Derek. Okay, thank you, Derek. So it says freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So Spirit is saying that you need to set yourself free, create your own happiness. You don't believe that you can make yourself happy or bring happiness into your life. And then I like to use this bead to see where it falls onto my it's like on my mat it's a zodiac wheel. And then this black bead fell into the 4th house. So when this falls into the 4th house is all about ancestry. 4th house is about ancestry, family. It's also when I also read tarot. So 4 is also dealing with like nostalgia. So in the childhood, 5th house is a little bit more of childhood, but 4th house is really like your bloodline, your lineage, just nostalgia, the past, also your roots. So when I see the black bead fall there, first thing that comes to mind is like figuring out where you come from. Who are you? Who are you as a person? A little bit of identity, not knowing who you are, or just knowing about your background. Because I know for me as an individual on my journey, knowledge is power. Knowing who I am and where I came from, where my family came from, is what gave me power. So I wonder if like finding your roots, that's what's blocking you. Feeling like also being able to create happiness and also just finding your roots. So I wonder if family, not having a good connection with your family or having a family, I wonder if that's what's blocking you when it comes to wanting to bring in the good things into your life. So when I go around, I'm going to go around this way. So for the 1st house, change. So changing certain habits. So I wonder if you're telling yourself you're not good enough. So when it comes to your personality or identity, the number 5, my die, it fell on number 5. 5 is all about change. So wanting to, I guess, changing certain habits. It's changing up your routine. How you speak to yourself, how do you feel about yourself, how do you view yourself. If you feel very low about yourself and feel very low about your life, they're saying you have to shift out of that energy, because like I said in the beginning when it came to my story about my uncle, he needed to get out of that energy of fear. He needed to stop talking down on himself or feeling bad about himself. He needed to shift his perspective. And instead, he just stayed in that energy, and that was able to bring in those entities into his life. 2nd house is empty. So that's telling me that when it comes to money and resources, you feel like you're not, you telling yourself, I have no money, I'm broke, I can't bring this into my life. And I always tell people, words have power. So if you're telling yourself, you're stressing yourself about money and I can't bring in money into my life, it's as if if that's your mantra, it's as if you're just making that happen. You're making that happen. You're manifesting that lack mentality into your life. So 3rd house is all about communication. Because I know you said, you're also thinking about somebody else as well. So let me go back to the comments, because you did say something about, and someone I'm thinking about. Okay. Because I'm going to see if I can see their energy in here as well. Because if you're thinking about somebody else, I wonder if you're thinking about family, wanting to have a family with them. You're also thinking about bloodline and lineage. So I'm gonna see if I can look out for their energy here. Because in 3rd house, when it comes to siblings, it's the house of siblings, communication, neighbors, and short trips. Let's see, where is my other twin bone? Because it fell in the house of Leo. Okay, 5th house and 3rd house. Siblings, I feel like that's like nieces and nephews as well. Because I wonder if that person is... Because the reason why I'm wondering if that person... So you are thinking about having children. because I see the number 2 fell in the house of 5th house, because the 5th house and 3rd house has some type of connection. So wanting to go on short trips, wanting to travel, it's like wanting to move a town over and start a new family, but feeling like you can't bring. I wonder if it's fear of like something happened as a child, like wanting to be a better parent than the parents that you have, and that's what you feel like is blocking the happiness. Something happened in childhood that was very traumatizing, and it's like, I want to be better than my parents. I want to move a town over and start a family. I want to be happy, but you're telling yourself that it cannot happen. You gotta let that feeling go, because it's stopping and blocking your happiness. All you can have any and everything that you ever wanted and more. If you want joy, you can bring joy into your life. If you want to take that leap of faith and just start a new family or have a family, and also do better than your parents and your family, you know that does require accountability and also accepting what has happened in childhood. That does start right there. Because my little oxtail bone, I always see this bone is always connected to the spine. I always think of it as stability, the root. It fell in the 5th house, so you want to plant your roots somewhere. You want to plant your roots in somewhere and start somewhere new, and that's totally fine. Totally fine to start because it requires. The shell here also was in that 3rd house, so 3rd house and 5th house connected. It's like you want to start anew and plant your roots somewhere else, and it does require grit and determination. Anything you want, just set your mind to it and move forward. Don't even try to think about that doubt. Doubt is what clouds. It's doubt, and that fear and worry is literally just that sits in your spirit. And then my stone fell here in the 6th house. Oh, and then stability. So yeah, you require stability. Yeah, you're tired of I see this. I've seen this in a couple people where they're just like tired of things always shifting and moving. It's like you're tired of change. You're tired of things always moving so quickly in your life. You want things to just be easy, breezy, beautiful. I think of it like as a like lazy river. It's like you're moving along life just with ease. You're tired of things always shaking up. You want just stability in your life. And you will have stability in your life. But the stone, I always see this stone when it falls out, it's like faith. It's religion and spirituality, but because it fell in the 6th house, I see this as faith in your routine and faith in your what do you call it? So it's like faith in yourself, faith in your routine, and faith that slow and steady will win the race. You know that it does take time and dedication, and you know that, listen, if I do this now, it will pay off in the future. And that's a beautiful mindset to have, and you need to hold on to that, and you cannot allow worry and doubt to get in your head. You know that all the things that you do in the present moment will pay off in the future, and that is correct. You just got to keep at it, and you have to have faith, and you can't allow anything to get in your head, because once you get in your head, you become your number one enemy. And you don't want that. You don't want to be that person that sorry, my voice got cracked. You don't want to be that person that is your number one enemy. You want to be your own cheerleader. Especially if you feel like you don't get that from family and friends. It's like you don't want to create that energy of just, I'm alone and I'm by myself. No, you have to boost yourself up, because you have the right idea. But if you're looking outside for validation, I can see why that is like, I can see why that is getting to you a bit. But one thing that we gotta learn is to validate ourselves. And when it comes to the 7th house is empty, but I do see a little. So yeah, because I know you said you're thinking about somebody else. So the fact that the 7th house is empty, I don't know if you and that person, if you like, I can do a in-depth reading about that person if you like. But right now, I do not see that person's energy come up in the 7th house. But when it comes to wanting a future, just with anybody or with someone, that's what you crave. You want to create your own family, because I see it here. And you do want happiness, and I do see wanting to just live a life of a creative, someone who just has happiness and joy, who's able to create. And then, okay, so we'll move on to the 8th house. The eighth house is all about endings and death and transformations and other people's money and also unseen events. Let's see. So I see you feel like as though you missed an opportunity. What opportunity do you feel like you missed out on? Because you have a lot of past bones and present bones here. So it feels as though any opportunity you felt as though you missed out is coming back around. So I am curious about that. Let me go ahead and touch what is the opportunity you feel as though you missed out on that's coming back around again. Because if you, which happens a lot, when things like worry and fear, like let's say you're manifesting, like you say, your career, you feel like you maybe if you missed out on a career, our energy has the ability to bring in and also repel. So it's saying that you, like, if you feel like you missed out on a career opportunity, it's saying no, you just need to fix your energy. You need to stop repelling that. So let's see. What is going on with that lingering energy? Because the ability to bring in a career is in your life. It's saying that you, okay, I do see a little bit of you being too hard on yourself. You need to be more relaxed. You need to have fun. Because when your energy is more lighthearted, you bring in things into your life. But when you're hard on yourself and when you close yourself off, it's hard to draw that into your life. What else? Yeah, you're not social. You know, putting yourself out there is like pulling teeth for you sometimes. Having to force yourself to put yourself out there. You always feel like you have to do things alone. A little bit of a cold demeanor. So hermit, reverse, a person who's likes to be, so the fact there's reverse is telling that you have to put yourself out there. If you want a job, a career, or even a relationship, you have to put yourself out there. It's just funny because life is saying they're going to throw you out if you don't. They will force you to put yourself out here. King of Cups reverse, the Knight of Pentacles reverse, and then you have the Ten of Wands where it feels like it's just you carry everything on your shoulders. You carry everything on your shoulders. You don't want to put yourself out there. King of Cups is like you have a little bit of a cold demeanor. Knight of Pentacles reverse is also a person who's like, I don't want to skip steps. I want to just go, I don't want to take the long road. You want to actually skip steps. You're tired that things have to, you're tired that things require a process. You want things to just be just quick. And I get that. You want things to just come to you. It's like you don't want to have to do the steps. You're just like, you're tired of having to keep doing that. And it's saying, yeah, we know you're tired. You feel like you're always doing these things on your own. And the way out of this energy is to ask for help. And I know most of us don't like to ask for help. I know most of us don't like to put ourselves out there. But good news is saying you don't have to do this all alone. You can ask for help from other people that you trust and that you love. Open up your heart. And then, because when you open up your heart and put yourself out there and ask for help, because we're moving into the 10th house, because you said career. You are literally beautiful, beautiful energy. You are on the right track. Beautiful energy. You're really too hard on yourself. They're saying if you want, whatever you want is yours, but you have to have faith in yourself and put yourself out there. Your worth ethic is beautiful, but you're just really hard on yourself. And you always feel like you have to do things alone. And they're saying you have to be very clear on what you want. So this is giving the energy of someone who says, well, I'm a lawyer because my parents tell me to be a lawyer. But it's like, no. You'll get exactly what you want once you're honest with yourself. What is it that you truly want out of your career? Not what your parents tell you to do, not what your friends tell you to do. What is it that you want to do in life? And they're saying to bring in that energy, you have to be light, flirty, fun, social. Have those trusted people around you that love you, that you trust. Because I love this energy. It's like someone who goes out to cocktail hour and you have beautiful energy. You go out to cocktail hour and then people just come to you and you just close yourself up like, oh no, they're gonna not like me. It's like, stop doing that. Put yourself out there. You have beautiful energy. You have a beautiful work ethic. Everything is good. It's just that it's you. You just tell yourself you can't achieve your dreams. It's like, stop listening to everybody else. What is it that you love? What will make your heart shine? What will bring you joy and happiness in your life? Because the only person who's stopping that is you. We're moving on to the 11th house of goals and aspirations. Beautiful energy of a beautiful ancestor. A woman ancestor is definitely in your life. So any woman who has passed on is definitely guiding you on this journey of self-discovery, of your goal, finding your goals. What's your goal and your aspirations? Going towards your goals and the things that light you up. And this is in the present moment, because I see my shell is all about determination and travels. My Kyrie shell, that's why I said woman, because it's a woman energy. And my dime, when the dime is on the head side, I see this as a spirit. My dime, I always see that as spirits and ancestors. And the fact is, next to the Kyrie shell, which is Kyrie shell, is about the feminine energy and also about protection. So they're protecting you, they're guiding you. And then this letting you know that, okay, when it comes to following your dreams, your goals, it does take determination, and it does take going outside your comfort zone. The good news is that you will achieve it, but you have to believe in yourself and believe that, everything will be okay. You have to change the way you talk to yourself, and you got to change your routines and your habits. Once you shift out of that hard energy of being hard on yourself and that you feeling like you're alone, is when things will just shift into a better energy for you, a better situation for you. And oh my God, yeah, you got money coming towards you. So because when I have my quarter you have a lot of coins on the head side. So yeah, it's literally saying that you're just really so hard on yourself. Because the coin on the quarter with the head on the head side, that's in the 12th house. 12th house is about it's a little bit about mysteries and like spirituality, transcendental thinking. Like, it's like otherworldly woo woo 12th house. But 12th house, I can also see that as, personally, because I have a lot of 12th house placements. 12th house is all about using your intuition, dreams, like illusions, like feeling. It's like 12th house people, they always say that they are a little bit delulu, but they're not. We're not. We are in our head a lot, because it's like we're always trying to. We dream about a better life, and we're trying desperately to get there into a better life. That's what that's what that 12th house energy is all about. You're a dreamer. You're always thinking about a better life. You envision it. You can see that for yourself. And it's, you're going to get everything you want and more. And I'm the type of person, I'm very optimistic. I see that when I can get what I want, and I'm the only person standing in my own way, it's like, okay, well, what is it that I need? Spirit ancestors, tell me what I need. Tell me what is it that I need to do, Tell me what I need to do to get out of this energy. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's telling you to get a little bit woo-woo. If that scares you, try to understand where that comes from. Is it because family has told you to doubt your intuition and doubt yourself? Understand where that has come from. Where does that stem from? Because it's saying childhood. People have made you feel that you have to doubt yourself, that you have to be alone, that you have to be hard on yourself, that you're not good enough. So you have to be very gentle and easy to yourself, because when you turn against yourself, you're limiting your abilities and your powers. You're a very intuitive person. You are very you I'm just lost for words, because you got it. Like, you're it. You got it. Like, so the only thing that sends your way is you. So what is it that you're telling yourself? You truly have to go on a path of back to yourself, learning about I wouldn't be surprised about your roots, learning about your ancestry, learning about your lineage, also just about your abilities and self. When you're younger, did you have some type of psychic ability that's hitting you also? And all of a sudden you have these dreams that are freaking you out. You're like, why these dreams are so vivid? It's I love this energy, because it's like you're calling back home. You're coming back home, coming back to self. I love this. I wouldn't be surprised you probably need a little bit of a cleansing. I know people like to go on spiritual retreats and smoke or ingest ayahuasca or whatever. You don't gotta spend thousands of dollars for those type of things. You can simply do it in the comfort of your home, of just new routine of maybe you have to breathing techniques, meditate. It's just you're now on this journey of opening up your heart chakra, loving yourself, believing yourself, trusting yourself and your abilities. And I wouldn't be surprised you have like I said, that woman ancestor, a woman who just passed, is like circling around you, circling around you, guiding you and wanting you to touch into your femininity. Because listen, we all got that feminine and masculine within us. We need that balance. We can't just go about life one way. We need that balance. So that's what I see here. I know I just talked for like a good 50 minutes, but that's exactly what I see here. Yeah, most of my dreams are very, my alarm clock. Let me turn that off. There you go. Yeah, most of my dreams are very vivid. Hell yeah, I see that. Oh yeah, it scares you. Stop, don't be scared of yourself. Listen, write that down. That's them talking to you. Write that down. Anytime because I know when we wake up, it's like we're tired, we're groggy, but try to condition yourself to get up and try to roll over in your bed, maybe have a journal or on your notes app in your phone to just, yeah, write down your dreams. Make that as a habit because they're telling you something. And you need to listen to your dreams and sharpen that intuitive ability because you need to go through life trusting your gut and trusting yourself. Yeah, you sure will. Okay, yeah, good. This is a beautiful reading. Listen, it says you right on the money. The reason why you're not bringing in money is because you just doubting that. Stop doubting yourself because you're very powerful. I love this energy. Like you just be right, dead set on anything you want. You will bring that into your life. Anything you dream about, anything that makes you feel anything that brings you joy and happiness and pleasure, go towards that. Stop telling yourself that you don't deserve happiness or pleasure. You got to stop doing that. Okay, I'm glad. And thank you so much for following me. I do appreciate that follow. And I'm glad I was able to help you. So I am here every Saturday morning. So every Saturday morning, I do this. I talk about my story and my background, and I pull a person from the audience. So if anybody in the future wants to come on up, and I will tune in. Okay, I'm glad. I would love to see you there. So yeah, I like to choose new people every time. But yeah, if you want to just sit by in the audience and see me read for somebody else, so be it. So I'm here every Saturday morning. I try to do 8 p.m. I try to do 8 a.m. Eastern time because I'm on the East Coast. So I try to hit that time frame every Saturday. But if I don't, whatever, I'll probably come a little bit early or whatever. But just know it's between that times of 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. I'll try to be here every Saturday. So I'm so glad I was able to help you and bring some clarity into your life. If you would like for me to give you a deeper dive, thank you for following me. You can go ahead and hit the link in my bio.